will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
So, welcome to the show.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, to start off, I guess let everyone know who you are and what you do.
I'm Chad J. Smith, and I'm an actor/model.
What's the most recent project you've done some acting or modeling in?
I would say the most recent modeling project was an editorial for a designer called Hip and Bone.
Okay.
And then
What kind of fashion is that?
This was more on the grungy side of things.
Okay, like streetwear.
Yeah, for acting. Right now I'm involved in a short film that's being submitted to TIFF. So that's a.
Okay, can you talk about it?
I can't.
Can't
I
talk
can't
about
talk about
those,
it. I can't.
NDA, non-disclosure.
It's
Can't
one of
talk
those.
about it.
Yeah, I can't talk about that. But that's super exciting.
Yeah. So in light of, Black History Month, I really wanted to talk about, I believe, an area in society that doesn't get spoken on a lot. People talking on things about, white privilege or Black Rights Matter. And I feel like in a lot of cases, a lot of people fail to acknowledge people who are biracial and kind of like what that experience is like and what that means when you're out there in the world growing up.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So to start off, you're biracial.
Yeah.
That's why we're here today. What's your mix?
Oh man, I'm a mutt basically. So I got a bit of Trinidadian in there. I got a bit of Scottish. I got a bit of Irish. I got a bit of Spanish, French, Indian, Chinese.
Okay.
So I got a
a lot of everything.
Yeah,
right?
like a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of everything. But the two main that I mostly identify with is Trini and Spanish.
Trini and Spanish.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you in terms of when you were growing up? What types of cultural practices were brought into your life? How was that influencing you, I guess?
Well, so the Spanish side, they didn't really put it into practice until later on in my life. My dad is very old school Trini.
Okay, yeah.
Very old school Trini. You
Got
don't
it.
eat your dinner, it's going to be for breakfast. You don't eat this, this is going to happen.
No wasting nothing.
Nothing. Very old school.
What about music? Was he into calypso?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Every single
Yeah.
day. Every single day. Calypso. You put on some reggae in there for sure. I grew up on Destra.
Yeah.
Destra.
And what about for cuisine? Did your mom cook? Did your dad cook?
So my mom is on the whiter side of things.
Hold up. Did he just say that?
So my mom is on the whiter side of things.
Yep.
She's Caucasian,
He did.
so it would always be my dad. My dad would always be the cook in the house. Also, he's a chef as well. So,
Oh, amazing.
So that helps. as
So
well.
you
Yeah.
ate good.
I ate
You
some
ate
good meals.
Yeah. What does identity mean to you? If I were to say, define identity, what does that mean to you?
Identity to me, it means it's there's a lot of gray area in the word identity, because you have one half of people that be like, oh, identity means you identify yourself with this particular type of race or this particular type of sexuality or this particular type of gender. But then you have other people that identity, that's just, it's not a word. What do you mean identity? Some people are completely clueless to the fact that everybody has their own identity. Everybody
So
has,
would you say that you do have an identity or you don't have an identity?
I would say I don't have an identity. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm an open book. I'm broad around the spectrum. I don't want to contain myself to, oh, I just identify with this and that's it. Closed book, that's it. Because that's closed-minded.
Yeah, I totally relate to that.
Too
I
many.
feel completely the same way. I always say that to people when people are like, do you identify more with your mom or your dad, the Italian or the Jamaican? I'm like, both. They both raised me, they both influenced me.
Exactly.
Going out into the world, when I met people who are Jamaican, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Jamaican. And when I met people who are Italian, I'm like, oh, I'm Italian. So I was able to grab and learn from all these different groups as well. Yeah, so
definitely.
I totally relate to that. Up in the world and feeling like you don't really have an identity, you're super open. How did being mixed affect your identity in the world to how people identified you?
Oh boy, that talk go on for days and days. But the main thing is, people always like to generalize biracial people. They always like to say, "Oh, you're a typical light skin,
If I could have $1 for every time I heard that statement.
Yes, you're a typical light skin. You're only nice to people when you want something.
Yeah.
You're only nice to women because you want a certain type of way. It's like, no.
This is just who I am.
It's who I am. That's the thing. I actually ran into a situation 2 weeks ago where I got questioned. Why are you so nice? Why are you nice? There has to be a reason.
Why is that a problem?
Yep. Why are you so nice? There has to be a reason. No, there's no reason. It's who I am. But no. You're light skin. there has to be a reason. I feel like people don't take the time to get to know you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
They say, "Oh, you're biracial." I peg you as that right away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're biracial. You're a typical biracial light-skinned guy. So I'm gonna stay away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And then
no one even gets to know you beneath the color of your skin. Yeah.
Exactly. Have a conversation. You're actually gonna be surprised at what you see.
Mm-hmm.
For every single biracial person out there,
yeah,
you're not all the same. Everybody has their own personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. So, being that you identify as Trini in Spanish,
yeah.
How do you handle and view situations when there's like racism that comes up? I feel like I would hear a lot of connotations of like, oh, white people this, black people that. And I would kind of be in the middle like, oh, that's mom and that's dad.
Yeah.
So when you are in situations like that, when you hear people pressing in between the two races that you identify with, how does that make you feel?
You know, it makes me question a lot of things. It makes me question why are you talking about it like this? Why are you looking at it like that way? Why are you bringing me into the mix? Oh, Ty, you're this, you're Trini, so yeah, you do this and you eat this kind of food. Oh, Ty, you're Spanish. Oh, yeah. you like the nachos and the tacos, right? It's like,
So speaking of, you like the nachos and the tacos, tell us about a that's some shit moment.
That's some shit.
When I say that, I mean like, tell me about a time where somebody said something to you that you're just like, jaw drop. Like, you know, like, wow, you guys really believe that?
My God.
Or questions, like, what's, like, just tell me your top three.
Top three.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm walking down the street and some guy comes up to me. Hey, are you homosexual? I'm like, why? You're like, oh, because you're mixed. I'm like, wait, what? I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what?
What?
Let's dial it back a bit. I'm sorry. Repeat your question. Yeah, I mean, a lot of biracial people are homosexual, so...
The audacity.
And I'm like, I don't even know you. Who are you? Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
Like,
So
okay.
crazy.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna just walk on, cause crazy, ridiculous.
That's so crazy. What else?
Number 2 was so my long distance cousin from Trinidad. He comes up and he's.
I'm already smiling. I know, I love these stories.
My long cousin from Trinidad comes up to me and he looks at me, and then he didn't know that I was Spanish.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey boy, Juan Diaz over here." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, like, you're Spanish, yeah?" And I'm like, "Yeah, is your name not Juan?"
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on. Juan? Are you kidding me?
So he just decided to name you Juan.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna call you Juan. Yep, I'm gonna call you Juan. That's it.
Pablo.
No, just a Juan. A Juan.
This is terrible.
And then, number 3.
My favorite one is, what are you? A human. Thank you very much.
What are you?
A human species.
No, but really, what are you?
Now that I'm older, I feel like I embrace, being mixed a whole lot more. But if there was a message you could tell your younger self, what would that message be?
My message to my younger self would be don't give in to what everybody's saying. Don't believe what people are portraying biracial people to be, because that's something I had a hard time with when I was younger. That is definitely something that burdened me
Mm-hmm.
because because a lot of people would be like, oh, you're a mixed guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? You're a typical light skin, trust issues,
Right
you got
away.
daddy issues, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you don't know how to love anybody, and you know, it hurts because you don't know me.
Yeah.
You can't.
So get to know me first.
Exactly.
Don't judge a cover. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a cover by the book.
Don't judge a cover by the book. Don't judge the book by its cover.
And honestly, so many people do it nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
They just take one look at you. Oh, I know what you're about. Goodbye.
Yeah.
To the next person. So back to your point. I would tell my younger self, you know what? Don't let anybody steer you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let people come up to you and say, oh, you're light skinned. Why are you nice? You want to be nice? Go ahead, be nice.
Yeah.
You want to be a jerk? Be a jerk to the people that deserve.
Don't be a jerk.
Don't be a jerk. If people are throwing you some disrespect,
stand up for yourself.
Exactly. Stand up for yourself. Don't just take it because growing up there's a lot of disrespect going on in this world,
Mm-hmm.
especially for biracial people.
Mm-hmm. Define your mixed life in one word. Wrap it all up. How would you define it?
My mixed life in one word. Trust issues.
Trust issues.
Trust issues.
Got it. I believe that. Trust me.
Yep.
I got a few trust issues of my own.
To sum it all up, trust issues.
I feel that. Anyways, that's all for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Like it. Comment
And
on it. It's gonna be
we'll
dope.
see you next week with the next episode.
Looking forward to it.